Assalamu alaikum students. Let's talk on new topic which is law of mass action. Before starting our new topic which is law of mass action, to understand it completely, let's focus and or revise our previous topic which is chemical equilibrium. And you observe that in chemical equilibrium both forward and reverse reaction are taking place at same time. So now after that scientists have raised a question that how much product and reactant are at equilibrium. कि काफ़ी कुछ सोचने के बाद ना सर्च करने के बाद साइंटिस्ट ने ऑब्जर्व तो कर लिया कि केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम क्रिएट हो रहा है, फॉरवर्ड और रिवर्स रिएक्शन क्रिएट हो रहा है, रिएक्टेंट और फॉरवर्ड रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट जो हैं वो एक दूसरे के इक्वल हैं. बट कुछ साइंटिस्ट ने डिफरेंट चीज़ें ऑब्जर्व की. कुछ ने देखा कि प्रोडक्ट इक्विलिब्रियम तो क्रिएट है बट प्रोडक्ट की कंसंट्रेशन थोड़ी ज़्यादा है और रिएक्टेंट की कम है. कुछ ने ऑब्जर्व किया रिएक्टेंट की कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है और प्रोडक्ट की कम है. So, to make their confusion clear, what are their confusion? That how much product and reactant are at equilibrium, and they also wanted to express the composition of equilibrium means the product and reactant. They wanted to represent them in numerical values means in number or and also try to find out their units. To do so, two scientists which are Goldberg and Peavage in 1864 proposed a law which is called law of mass action, which solve the problem of a scientist that they wanted to what are the problems. They wanted to observe how much reactant product are at equilibrium and also wanted to express product and reactant in numerical value. So what they suggest in law of mass action means what they state in law of mass action. I divide the definition into two parts so you can understand it completely. What law of mass action state? It states that the rate at which substance react is directly proportional to the active masses. We will discuss what is active masses, and after discussing active masses we again discuss the definition. Let's focus what they state. The rate at which substance react is directly proportional to the active masses, and the rate at which reaction proceeds means जब रिएक्शन कैसे स्टार्ट होगा वो किसके डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा टू द प्रोडक्ट. और प्रोडक्ट मीन्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ, यानी हम जब मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे किसको, ऑफ एक्टिव मैसेज ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स. So what they said, the rate at which substances react is directly proportional to the active masses, and the rate at which reaction proceeds is directly proportional to the product of active masses of reactant. To understand it completely, let's talk about active masses. Active masses. Active masses mean here active masses represents the concentration of reactant and product in mole per decimeter cube. What active masses represents? The concentration of reactant and product in mole per decimeter cube. And in mole per decimeter cube, we express it in square bracket in the reaction. So after understanding what is active masses, which is the concentration of reactant and product in mole per decimeter cube. Let's discuss the definition again by putting the meaning of active masses here. The rate at which the substance react is directly proportional to the active masses. Active masses means के concentration of reactant and product. So पहली बात उसने क्या की कि द रेट एट विच सब्सटेंस जब रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं आपस में तो वो किसके डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शन है. एक्टिव मैसेज मतलब कंसनट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट एंड प्रोडक्ट इन मोल पर डेसीमीटर क्यूब कि जो आपस में सब्सटेंस रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं वो किस पे डिपेंड कर रहे हैं, रिएक्टेंट और प्रोडक्ट की कंसनट्रेशन पे. दूसरी बात क्या की, एंड द रेट एट विच रिएक्शन प्रोसीड्स कि रिएक्शन जब स्टार्ट होगा वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शन किसके होगा, टू द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एक्टिव मैसेज ऑफ रिएक्टेंट. मीन्स किस पे डिपेंड करेगा कि रिएक्टेंट्स की कंसनट्रेशन, एक्टिव मैसेज कंसनट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स इन मोल पर डेसीमीटर क्यूब पे डिपेंड करेगा जब रिएक्शन स्टार्ट होगा. बिकॉज एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ रिएक्शन ओनली रिएक्टेंट्स आर प्रेजेंट, नॉट अ प्रोडक्ट. सो हेयर प्रोडक्ट मीन्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन के जितने भी रिएक्टेंट्स होंगे उनके आपस में जब हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो वो क्या कहलाएगा, एक्टिव मैसेज ऑफ रिएक्टेंट. Let's take an example of a hypothetical reaction to understand law of mass action completely. If you see here, if you see in this reaction, it is a hypothetical reaction. A plus small b capital B reversible reaction gives us C plus dd. And in this reaction here, capital A and capital B are the reactant, while small a and small b are the moles of the reactant, that how many reactant and are reacting, while C and D, capital C and D are the products and small c and d are the product moles. So according to law of mass action, it states that the rate at which substance react is directly proportional to the active masses. So according to that, we divide it into forward and reverse reaction, that the rate of forward reaction directly proportion किसके होंगे, कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स के, बिकॉज फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन शोज द रिएक्शन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स. सो रेट ऑफ फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन प्रोपोर्शनली कॉन्स्टेंट्स को आप कन्वर्ट कर लें इनटू KF. KF इज ऑल्सो इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट फॉर फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन and it is changed into this. And rate of reverse reaction directly proportional to the concentration of product. So rate of forward reaction, remove the proportionality constant Kr, which is this. As Kf is equal to equilibrium constant for forward reaction and Kr is the equilibrium constant for reverse reaction. So at equilibrium state, we can say that we know that at equilibrium state forward and reverse reaction are always equal and occurring at the same time. So put the value of forward reaction and reverse reaction, and after arranging, how we arrange them, that the concentration of reactants we convert them into there, and Kr is come here. After that, you observe this, as Kf and K are the equilibrium constant for forward and reaction, so we convert them into Kc, which is equilibrium constant for a whole reaction. Kf and K are the constant for a forward and reverse reaction, while Kc is the constant for a whole chemical reaction. So Kc is equal to C D, or this expression will came. As Kc called equilibrium constant expression, so let's define Kc. If we already write the expression for Kc. If you observe in Kc expression, these are the concentration of product and these are the concentration of reactant, and these are the moles of product and reactant. So how we define equilibrium? Kc means equilibrium constant. How we define it? The ratio means the division, the ratio of product means multiplication of a concentration of a products, means the ratio of product means multiplication of a concentration of products which are C and T, and the product of concentration of A and B which are the concentration of reactants, each raised to the power equal to the coefficient. Each raised to the power means coefficient means moles of the reactant and product in a balanced chemical equation. If you observe, they represent a word balanced chemical equation, that in a balanced chemical equation, if the product of concentration of products and the product of concentration of reactants each raised to the power of their coefficient means their moles in a balanced chemical equation, then this is called equilibrium constant, which is Kc. And this is how we express balanced chemical equation in express form, which is called Kc expression. Let's talk about some importance of Kc equilibrium constant expression. Kc depends upon temperature, that if we increase temperature or equilibrium can change, but it is independent of initial concentration of reactants, means it doesn't depend upon how much concentration of reactant you put in, but it depends upon temperature, because temperature may change the equilibrium expression, because if we increase temperature, molecules have got more kinetic energy and they may convert into gases and escape from the surface. So equilibrium constant की condition next time हम पढ़ेंगे, so we will clear about that again. So let's talk about some rules of Kc, how to write Kc expression. Okay, rules to remember while writing Kc expression, that always remember that Kc can be written from only balanced chemical equation, and products are always in nominator, means above the division sign, and the reactants are in denominators like this. Always put square brackets around product and reactant, which represents its concentration in mole per decimeter cube, like this: product or reactant and moles of product or reactant. Let's see how we write Kc expression after discussing the rules and how to determine their units. Let's take an example. Here hydrogen iodide react to form hydrogen iodine react to form hydrogen iodide. If you observe, what our first rule, that Kc should be written if there is a balanced chemical equation. If you see in this example, our hydrogen is here 2 and in product is also 2 and iodine is 2 and in product is also 2, so it is a complete balance equation. After that, what we do while writing it is a very simple method. While writing a Kc expression, we only write product and reactant, product in numerator and reactant in denominator. While writing, I already told you that we put brackets around products and reactants and their moles will be written above the product as a coefficient. So in this example, if you observe that this is a product, so we write product here, but this is the mole of a product, so we write it in above the bracket as a coefficient. Well, don't consider it as a coefficient only written before the product or the reactant. So it shows that hydrogen is in the diatomic form, or iodine is a diatomic form. So reactant as written in denominator, so there are 2 reactants, so we write them like this and only 1 mole of them, so there is no need to write 1 over this bracket. So this is called Kc expression, means equilibrium constant expression of a chemical reaction for this example. So let's find out the units of this chemical equation. As we already discussed before that this square bracket represents concentration in mole per decimeter cube, so our unit will be mole per decimeter cube for all these product and reactant. So as again I'm telling that this square bracket represents mole per decimeter cube, the concentration of reactant and product. So we will write for the units here mole per decimeter cube, square form mole per decimeter cube for the reactants. As 2 represents there are 2 mole per decimeter cube, so we will write it separately. After separation, we will observe in denominator and denominator that there are equal amount of mole per decimeter cube. They cancel each other, so the unit will be 0. So the unit for this example is 0. Let's take another example to make it clear. In this example, you observe that nitrogen dioxide, dinitrogen tetraoxide is converted into nitrogen dioxide. To write its Kc expression, simply what we do, write Kc and product and reactant. Here again products have 2 moles while the reactants have only 1 mole. So for the product we write 2 over here and the reactants have only 1, so there is no need to write 1. After that, we already discussed that concentration of mole bracket represent the concentration in mole per decimeter cube. So mole per decimeter cube square mole per decimeter cube for the reactant. As 2 represent 2 can be multiplied with this, so I make it easy, I separate them in 2, this and this. After that they both cancel each other. The left is mole per decimeter cube. So for this chemical reaction, the Kc unit will be mole per decimeter cube and the Kc expression will be this. That's all for the today's topic. I hope you all understood completely. If you have any confusion, you can ask in the group. Thank you.